Submitting articles to the search engines is a time-honoured strategy for generating traffic. It has been used since the early days of the internet and is still an effective traffic generation strategy even in our modern Web 2.0 times. There are a lot of questions over the best method of submitting articles for maximum traffic and effectiveness. What are the best techniques and which are the most effective? The first technique is to submit your article to the granddaddy of all article directories, eZineArticles.com. This site has built a reputation of being the best article directory in town. It is loved by marketers and by readers, and perhaps most importantly, by Google. It is a source of frustration, though, to many marketers who find it hard to meet the submission guidelines or cope with the timescales for articles to be approved. However, if you read their guidelines and stick to them, your articles will get through without a hitch. Once they are in eZine Articles, you instantly receive benefits from it. Articles in this directory tend to rank very well in Google, and even without backlinks to them. And if you add in a few backlinks, and suddenly you will find your articles are ranking in the top 10 for moderately competitive keywords. In fact, even without backlinks, they can often rank well just because they are on eZine Articles. Once your article has been published, you need to do some simple backlinking to it, just to give it that extra boost in the search engines. Firstly, take your eZine article author RSS feed and submit it to the RSS directories. You can either use one of the many available tools, or you can do it manually by hand. If you are doing it by hand, just pick the top 10 directories in the Google search, and that will be good enough for now. You can always submit more later on, or you can outsource it. So just make sure you keep track of which ones you have added your feed to. You can also use one of the many ping sites to ping your article. This does give your eZine article a bit of a lift, but it gets your article noticed, and that's the important thing. And finally, social bookmark your article. Again, you can use a tool or you can do it manually. It depends on what's available to you. If your article is very newsworthy and well written, then why not look at adding it to sites such as Digg or StumbleUpon to get further links and traffic? Of course, there are other article directories out there, but none of them really carry the weight of eZine Articles. Google Knoll is a current contender. Obviously, Google have introduced their own competition, and it's picking up speed and gaining recognition with marketers. Many marketers are now using it to submit their articles to. So far, though, these don't seem to be ranking as well as eZine Articles. But Google Knoll is a good way to get the big G to notice your new sites. For the other article directories, it's not really worth submitting articles manually to them, except maybe the top half a dozen big directories. Many of the rest get very little traffic and don't rank well, so it's not really worthwhile, except for the backlink. Therefore, you should either outsource or automate these submissions in order to free up your time to concentrate on building your business. If you are submitting articles, then you need to make sure that they are on eZine Articles for maximum traffic. Do some simple backlinking to your article, and you will easily find your articles ranking well for their keywords and bringing you some good traffic.